Hey, what's up, y'all? It's popping this deep. I'll track this impressive vid. This is Nicki Minaj wins case. Kanye wants smoke with Pete Davidson. And Gunna gushes over Chloe Bailey. I thought y'all said they was cousins. That's what people said. Oh, they ain't dating, they cousins. Y'all just be saying anything, making up anything. Jesus. Let's see what's going on with these people, though. Let's watch.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Impressive channel. There are a few topics I want to get into in this video. First, starting with the rapper Gunna and the singer Chloe Bailey, because it seems as if Chloe and Gunna might be a thing.
Oh, please.
Now, no. Gunna actually shot his
Gunna album is fire. I've been playing it nonstop at the gym. Several bangers on there. He did a good job.
At Chloe when she performed at the VMAs last year.
They got a song together
after
too.
After that, Chloe and Gunna were
he look a mess
at a basketball game together.
Chloe, girl.
I didn't really think much of this link-up. I thought, okay, maybe they were linking up to make some music, and they did.
And the way he be dressing is
collaborated
crazy.
On a song on Gunna's new album, and the song is called "You and Me." Also, Gunna confirmed in an interview that he did with Billboard that he made another song with Chloe that more than likely will be on her new album. So they've been making music together, but apparently they've been hanging out together a lot too, because recently they were spotted together leaving a venue holding hands. And some people think they're just friends, and they've said that they're just friends. But no, I do think they're talking on the low, and this is actually good PR for them both. Gunna has been getting a lot of buzz lately with his new album, Drip Season Forever. And also Chloe's name is getting a lot of buzz as well. So I could definitely see them being the new hot R&B hip-hop couple out there. At first, I didn't know if it made sense. I mean, I don't know. I think Gunna dresses like an evil Mary J. Blige. Nothing is going to change my thoughts on that. But he seems harmless.
I've seen that many times in like comments.
But he seems like he's okay. He seems like he really likes Chloe as well, because recently he was gushing about her on The Breakfast Club.
And people think you and Chloe Bailey are dating, but then some people say you're cousins.
We ain't cousins. We ain't cousins. You know what I'm saying? We're really close friends.
Niggas be saying anything.
They song together.
They ain't together. They
song together. I plan on us performing this song like crazy. I told her I want to do something like big stage, just somewhere, just live, let them folk go crazy, let them hear our vocals.
Valentine's Day is coming up. That'd be a good Valentine's Day special thing to do for couples.
That's one you can't play with, though. That's when you got a wife and marry and have a family. That's
one you got to be honest with.
That's
like,
right.
I ain't finna play with you, cuz. I don't want you to play with me. I'm just saying.
I said, you just said she wasn't your cousin.
He said, cuz.
But did you know her before you did the shout out for the MTV Video Music Awards, or was that how you initially got her on the track? How did that happen?
Man, you blushing, man. You blushing.
Stop it.
It's a time for me. That's what he said. It's a time for me.
Right, it was a time for me. It really was. But no, I didn't know her. It didn't. And I was kind of shooting my shot. It was a shot.
Keep it peace.
I mean, it must have worked. I thought we saw you like the game. It was a game, right? You had a game together or something?
It was a game. It's a common game. You know, you like the game, right?
Yeah.
You like games.
I wanted to take her somewhere, cool. You know what I mean? Not just.
He's about to say special.
Out to the studio. Like, we stop at the game right fast.
So that's what Gunna had to say about his relationship with Chloe. Even if their relationship isn't too serious, I think it is good PR for them both. Now, moving on, I want to talk about Kanye West and his shenanigans, because Kanye has been spiraling out of control recently. Ever since he lost Kim Kardashian to Pete Davidson, he can't take it. He's been doing the most random things. He's been trying to use the C-list actress Julia Fox to make him jealous, but it's not working. And he also has been letting out some aggression. Currently, he's being investigated by the police for battery after attacking a fan. And now he's threatening to attack Pete Davidson. Now, Kanye has a new song called My Life Was Never Easy. I don't know if you've seen the cover art for this song, but it's really, really, really disturbing. It's like a picture of a bloody monkey. So Kanye is clearly losing it. Clearly. But in this song, he reportedly comes for Pete Davidson. He said, God save me from the crash, just so I can be Pete Davidson's lane.
What?
God sent me from that crackers just so I can be Pete Davidson's ass.
So Kanye is about ready to fight Pete. He's mad that Pete took his wife away from him, and he's mad that he can't get Kim back. So now he wants to fight. It's just too much. There's way too much going on with Kanye. I can't keep up at this point.
He be pulling the
Him
girls.
threatening to beat up Pete Davidson is kind of funny. Anyway, moving right along, I want to talk about Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj had a major win in court recently. The harassment lawsuit that was filed against her was voluntarily dismissed by her accuser, Jennifer Huff. Now, there is a long backstory to this, but I'll try to make it as short as possible. Jennifer Huff filed a lawsuit against Nicki and her husband.
She looked like him.
And accused them of threatening her and harassing her and trying to get her to recant her testimony about Kenneth violating her when they were teens. Now, Kenneth did serve time in prison for what he did, and he was actually a registered offender in the state of New York. But he failed to register as an offender in the state of California. And because of this, he got in some major trouble. So Jennifer said that Nicki and Kenny's associate named Black reached out to her to offer her money to get her to recant her story so Kenny can get off the hook. This was actually stated in her lawsuit. Jennifer also claims that she got in contact with Nicki through this same associate. And she also claimed that Nicki was trying to send her publicist to get her to recant her story. And she alleges that Nicki and Kenny were sending people to harass her and threaten her. Now, the thing is, Jennifer didn't have the evidence to prove this. And her lawsuit specifically accuses Nicki and Kenny of threatening her. But she went on various platforms stating something different. She said that Nicki and Kenny never threatened her.
So I made it clear when Nicki Minaj called me, when I spoke to her on the phone, she didn't call me and threaten me. Kenneth Petty didn't call me and threaten me.
Now, Nicki did respond to Jennifer's lawsuit, and she said that she did not send anybody to harass or threaten her. She didn't send anybody to offer her money to get her to recant her story. She said she didn't do any of that. Now, she did confirm the single phone call that she did have with Jennifer. She said that Jennifer was actually the one who wanted to reach out to her. And they had a mutual acquaintance named Black who connected them both on the phone. This is what Nicki said about that phone call. She said, I made it clear to her that I was not asking her to change her past statements. I never offered her any money, and I never threatened her. Nicki also distanced herself from her husband's offender case, saying that she had nothing to do with it, and she said this to make it clear to Jennifer that she had no interest in paying her money to clear her husband's name. She said it's not her problem, it's his problem. He has to deal with the consequences of pleading guilty to a crime he did not commit. This is what Nicki said in her response documents. And also Nicki said this: after I made it clear to her that I was not going to pay her any money, plaintiff, who is Jennifer, told me she would think about what she wanted to do. Then, referring to her claim that my husband R''d her, she said verbatim, I'm not saying it didn't happen, but maybe it was just a misunderstanding. I could not believe what I just heard. I could not believe that it was so easy for this woman to imply that she may have exaggerated or lied after how much this man had suffered through as a young boy. Even then, though, I did not pressure her in any way. I only told her that if she would like to change her statement and wanted help drafting something, my publicist, Joe Carroza, could possibly help her. I gave plaintiff my telephone number and told her that she could call me if she would like to discuss the matter with me again. Now, even though Jennifer and Nicki never spoke to each other on the phone again, Jennifer did contact Nicki via text message. And Nicki actually took a screenshot of this text and presented it as a part of her defense. Jennifer was texting Nicki about U.S. Marshals showing up at her house. And Nicki pointed out how odd it was for Jennifer to be contacting her after accusing her of threatening her. It kind of showed that Jennifer was not as fearful of Nicki as she claimed. So all of this was Nicki's response to Jennifer's lawsuit, and Jennifer did end up dropping the case because she did not have the evidence to back up her claims. So the case was voluntarily dismissed. A source close to the case says that Nicki did not have to settle, so Jennifer was not paid off. She just dropped the case. Nicki's lawyer also condemned Jennifer's lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn, and he said this: "In my view, your conduct in pursuing this case against Nicki represents the worst of our legal system. Bottom-feeding lawyers who pursue frivolous actions against a celebrity, assuming that they will be paid off if they throw enough dirt. You forced my client to spend over $300,000 in fees to defend a case which even my labradoodle, Gracie, could see was frivolous on both the facts and the law." Woo, that was a read. That was definitely a read. And it's very clear that Jennifer's lawyer was the one pushing her to file this lawsuit because they were just trying to get money. Tyrone was even trying to get a default judgment for Nicki to pay $20 million. So that tells you that they were really seeking money. And I think Jennifer was ill-advised by a greedy lawyer. She didn't have the evidence to prove her case, but she was convinced that she could win something. And it didn't work out that way, so she had to drop the case. Anyways, tell me what you all think about
this whole situation. Is a hot ass mess, and it's sad that Nicki even has to be dragged into this when this has nothing to do with her. She didn't rape nobody, so it's just wild. This just tarnishes her image because she attached to this nigga. Girl, let it go. I mean, sure, it's your husband. You got a baby with him, I guess. Do you? It's your business. Whatever. I'm over this whole situation. I feel like it's been dragged on for so long. All right. Gunna and Chloe, child, Chloe. There are other people out here. I wouldn't do that. And listen to this nigga's music. He's trash, okay? No, I wouldn't do that. I would move along. Kanye, let Kim go be happy with Pete. Pete is a very goofy looking character. I'm very surprised that he pulls all these beautiful women, but he does. So hey, more power to him. Let them be happy. Have a good time. All that. Kanye is sick in the head. He needs some help, but hopefully he gets it one day. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.